Hello and welcome back to episode 6 of Savage Realm. As always, Rock here. So, today we're heading into a new area as last time we completed the Forgotten Islands. Hopefully this area goes pretty well. If it's anything like the previous White Wool and Orange Wool, it's probably going to take about 2 episodes to complete this. And we'll eventually finish this map by the end of... maybe 2017. Alright, so we're heading into the Magenta Wool, as I said, seeing what it has in store for us. Seeing what kind of drops these mobs are going to give us, because it seems that all of the custom mobs have some type of drop, one way or another, that are good. Alright, so some of our traditional mobs that we've come to encounter in previous areas, a melee custom mob and a spider rider. Okay, apparently these guys have, by the sounds of it, by the looks of it, and by that potion effect I heard, sounds like they have a custom potion on their head. So some of them are suffocating. Okay. So what kind of drop do you have, my dear friend? Custom mob. I do like that there are custom mobs in each area. However, it does seem a bit odd that they're all relatively of the same type, just of different difficulties. Fungal Rider. Actually, these ones we're not going to be able to disable. So we're going to have to be careful. Just because of the potion effect that's on their, the potion that's on their head. Potions do not follow light level restrictions. I'm going to disable that one for now. Let's gather around some of the loot that we're finding in the area. A lot of apples here. And then take a look at it. See if there's anything worth worrying about. Some boots over here too. We're seeing a lot of leather gear, so most likely... there's some chain gear, too. Projectile protection 2, smothered in rust and carry-on. Unbreaking pants. Featherfall unbreaking boots. So the chest plate's pretty good, which I'm going to switch out now. The pants and stuff, not so much. I mean, unbreaking 2, woo, but nothing to write home about. Okay, so we'll keep the spider spawner just because it's going to give us access to cookies. Or not, yeah, cookies. And it is in a relatively good spot overall. Much better than, I have a farm. I didn't show it last time, but I do have a farm in the White Wool area for spider cookies. And it's a terrible, horrible farm. It's not very good at all. Ah, God. So I think this is going to be a much better farm for us overall. Let's get a little bit of lighting around just to make sure it doesn't spawn. Okay. And these guys drop the same. Featherfall, Unbreaking 2. Alright. The chest plate overall is going to be good. It'll be worth collecting. I don't know if I can get it from those spider riders or the quote-unquote fungal riders. But I do know I can get them from... We already have a spawner way back where. Way back where. So I might as well grab that for the XP. So there's an upside and a downside to using 1.8 when it comes to playing CTMs. Upside, anvil repairs are traditionally very cheap. Enchants are pretty solid just because of the fact that like a level 30 enchant isn't going to cost you 30 levels. So, you know, it might cost you 2 or 3 levels or something like that. So if you're over 30 levels, you could probably get a couple of chants going. However, there's one little caveat to 1.8 that makes me a little sad, and I'm going to drop these off in here. There's one little caveat to 1.8 that does make me a little sad, is the fact... is there anything else I want to take from here? The fact that renaming an item does not permanently reduce its or permanently make it so the anvil cost of an item cannot be increased. So items can cost a lot, and they'll slowly increase as you repair them. Okay, these guys don't have a potion effect on their head. Oh, no. Oh, new spider riders. I need to get some lighting up in hither. Okay, that looks like an insta-damage potion. It looks like some of them have. Not all of them, oddly enough. Let's try to get some lighting down and see if it has any bearing on this. But potion, if you have a... yeah, that doesn't work. Alright, we're gonna have to get rid of... oh, our health. Alright, let's back up a little bit. Inherently... oh, stacked mobs with potions on their head. Stop it! Stacked mobs with potions on their head do not follow light level of restrictions. So they are mostly difficult to try to detain and secure. I mean, you'd probably have to build a box, a big old box around them in order to secure them. And that takes a lot of building blocks. A lot of building blocks I don't have at the moment. So I haven't built a way over to the monument just yet because I'm a little short on building blocks. I'm going to have to get rid of that spawner. I'm a little short on building blocks. I'm thinking of... ooh, is that power? Power when I'm breaking 2. That's a pretty good bow. A little short on building blocks, so I was thinking of potentially using some realm coins in the future to buy some building blocks, just so we can make ourselves a way over to... ooh. Make ourselves a way over to... to the monument. A little sad that the monument isn't secure on its own. But... can't control everything. Okay. Alright. We got more melee guys. As much as I like these guys because of their chest plate, I can't keep them around because of their chest, or because of their stack potion. Oh. So as I was saying about the repair cost and anviling and stuff, I was wanting to repair my pickaxe, which is the efficiency 3 pickaxe. However, it's going to take, it'll probably take more now, but it was going to take 33 levels in order to repair it. Not something I want to spend. Maybe when it's at, like, nearly dead, it might be worth it. But 33 levels is a lot of XP. We'll see how much it's going to cost towards a later point. But I'm not willing to pay... oh, you got potions on your head too. Yep. Not wanting to get hit by those, and not willing to spend that XP. Just yet. That, mostly because I didn't have the XP, and I didn't feel like doing any more grinding than the bajillions of grinding I've done in the past already, prior to last episode. Okay, let's do that. Power when I'm breaking. We'll have to, I think we're going to have to save some of these bows, definitely, and use those to up a bow. Probably not this bow. Probably up a bow on itself, on its own. But overall, as I was kind of talking about, rambling about before, our, oh no. Our pickaxe is not something we will be repairing just at the moment. Maybe at the end of the area when we have, you know, that surplus of XP to spend. But I didn't have the XP, and I was not wanting to grind any more than I have been previously. Typically, I don't like... For those of you who have been subscribers for a while, typically you know that I don't like to grind. I find that it's oftentimes very boring to grind. Oh, you guys got a lot of thorn on you. Oh, maybe not. Maybe I just got unlucky with that. Oftentimes, is there something up here? Nope. I have a very distaste for grinding, and I personally feel that grinding is one of the worst gameplay mechanics you can impose on a map. Grinding is good if you're doing poorly in a map. I kind of did this with Arachnopocalypse, not so much with Into a Nightmare, but Arachnopocalypse, I gave the player the option and the ability to farm gear. Oh god, I think there was an arrow stuck in that. Yeah, there was right there. I gave the player the ability to farm should they have been doing poorly in the map. So it was more of a recovery technique. Like, you were farming because you had a bad stint in Spiral Complex or something, or Frosty Nightmare kind of thing, and so you were grinding just to get a little bit of extra gear in order to kind of have an easier time. That's where I think grinding works best. And I have an absolutely stuffed inventory. Let's see if I can get up. There we go. Ooh, wrong coin. That's where I find that grinding is the best, is when the player is... I'll grab you. What's this? Speed and time. I'll grab you. When I find that the player is having a hard time and needs extra gear, that's when I think grinding works well. Aside from that, oftentimes I feel that grinding is a bit excessive and is unnecessary. So I try to not grind when I don't have to. Slightly damaged anvil. I could use you. Food. My inventory's filling up fast. I'm gonna have to grab some of this wood and other chests to make some chests here soon. But as my rambles go, I kind of feel that, like I was saying, grinding is something that's left more for I'm having a hard time and I need a bit of extra gear, or extra XP kind of thing. And while I did have a lot of spawners in Arachnopocalypse kind of thing, the player got a lot of XP, and they didn't have to grind for XP. They didn't have to... Hey, hi, guy. Didn't have to grind for XP. Didn't really have to grind for items. Oh, God. And everyone was happy, hunky-dory. Alright. So yeah, I'm a big fan of not having to grind. That's what I do. That's what I like. So the more I'm given items that are important and that reduce my need to grind, the happier of a rock I am. And like always, just me rambling. Of course, this isn't a general game design rule that applies to everyone. There are people that do enjoy farming and grinding. I've heard many of people that have complained about maps that have given players the items they need, and they felt they didn't have to grind enough to get them or make the farms. I think those are the people that prefer more of a vanilla survival feel to the map versus a kind of a more combat-y dungeon crawler. I guess that's a good way to describe it. There are a lot of different types of maps, but I think there's two general feels to maps. Maybe there's more. This is just my random incoherent talking at the moment. But let's just go with, there's two general feels for now. There's one where the player likes a more vanilla survival experience. They like to have to set up farms. They like to have to set up grinders. And then there are those who like a more dungeon crawly feel, where it's primarily focused on combat. Loot is found in chests and off of mob drops, more so than having to grind resources to make your own drops, maybe, or make your own gear, or maybe having to farm a lot of mob drops in order to do a lot of anvil combines, much like this map feels like, certainly at the moment. Alright, alright, let's back up real quick. Ooh, you guys hurt. Even having protection 4. Alright, gold pants, which is doing pretty good right now, luckily, because of the Unbreaking 3. Surprisingly enough, doing better than I expected. And I did bring pretty much 2 stacks, or close to two stacks of arrows this area, just because we have infinite infinite arrows, just because of our farm over in the orange wool. Okay. Which, you still alive? You are. Okay, not so much anymore. So where was I at? Ah, yes! There's those people who enjoy more of a survival, vanilla experience, and those who enjoy more of a, probably, dungeon crawlery experience. I'm more of the person that enjoys more of a dungeon crawlery kind of feel. I'm a big fan of dungeon crawlers. I've played so much Diablo 2. It's not even funny. Diablo 2, I've played a lot of Diablo 3. So I'm a big dungeon crawler fan. And that tends to be more of the experience that I look for in a CTM. And I know there's a lot of people that are vastly different than me and prefer a more vanilla experience. So, to each their own. And it's a good thing that we have a variety, we have that variety in CTMs where, people who enjoy a different type, we can't light you up, who enjoy that different type have the option to play different types of maps like that. I'm trying to think of a map. I know there's a newer one. Well, not so much newer anymore, but it's a 1.81 Langro by Rubisk, which, from what I understand, has a much more survival Minecraft feel to it, where you're, you need to set up farms. You'll probably have to do some grinding and stuff like that. So, maps like that, give maps to players who enjoy that type of play style. Ah, god damn it. I was wondering what that potion effect was. Adam was not wanting to get hit by it. And I got hit by it. Okay, where are you guys? I know you're there. Hiding in the darkness. We have the XP we would have needed. Is it still 33? Perfect. I will spend my exuberant amount of levels that I could have spent more wisely elsewhere. On those. Sigh. Get rid of you. We're going to have to deposit some of this stuff here. Or get rid of some of the stuff. We have a good amount of wood here. We could set up a chest. Oh, there's a chest over there. Did I get that one over there? Let's go double check on that chest. I could probably set up a double chest in the middle of the pathway that leads back. I have not gotten to this chest. Couple. Okay. Let's set up a chest over here as a kind of a storage chest. We'll put it right here. It seems like a good place. Well, pseudo seems like a good place. When the creepers aren't here! Let's do it over here near the glowstone. So as I was going to say, so what kind of the two extremes? I'm sure you could classify quite a few maps that are not of that extremes. But let's go with which of the two of those two do you generally prefer? Maps that have a more dungeon crawly feel, where you find a lot of your loot through mob drops as you're going, and through loot chests, or more of maps that have a survival feel, where you're getting a lot of your drops through. Maybe the dungeon crawly feel is a different one. Dungeon crawly is where you get a lot more of your drops through loot chest, and maybe I think maybe through loot chest would probably be a better description of that. Well, it seems like there's some police cars, police sirens off in the distance. So, do you prefer more of a dungeon crawly feel, where you get a majority of your loot through loot chest, or do you prefer a more survival feel, where you get a lot more of your loot through mob drops? I'd be interested to hear from you guys on that. I love always asking you guys questions and seeing, getting feedback and your thoughts on stuff like that. My food supply is dry. Hi. I rhymed. And I'm Dr. Seuss. No, I'm not Dr. Seuss. Thorns, and I'm breaking one. I'm gonna leave you here. Food, XP, Stonebrick, title it. Oh, perfect. That's one of the things that I've been wanting. I was actually gonna save up and buy a, does that say stone brick or stone? Stone bricks, okay. I was actually gonna look into saving up to get a kind of a brick or block entitlement, which would maybe help towards getting over to the monument. But that makes things 100 times easier. Okay, so we have this chest over here. Let's loot this real quickly. Of its cookies and foods, potions and building blocks. And you. There's our chest plate. Let's plop out a fresh one. Our helmet and our boots are doing pretty poorly. I think we'll be able to push forward a bit more. You. Let's take you. Just in case. Okay. Let's press forward. Hopefully we'll find some more gear as we're going. Oh. Alright. So what? Oh! Hunger, poison, weakness. Sad days. So I'm definitely looking for a upgrade to... Oh, God, it almost hit me. Oh, it hit me. No, it didn't. So what are the big things I'm looking for? Actually, you know, I'm looking for an upgrade to all of my stuff, really. My gear isn't exactly the best. My weapons aren't exactly the best. I mean, my weapons are probably good for the time being. The Sharp 2. And with how expensive it's going to be to combine up to the Sharp 3 on that bad boy. I'm definitely looking for some upgrades to my gear. My bow is pretty good state right now. That's probably the piece of gear that's in the best state that I'm happy with. But my gear over. Oh, where'd you spawn from? I hear you. My gear overall is in a pretty shoddy state. I'm not exactly the happiest with. Okay, let's see if I can... Oh, damn fungal riders. Oh, God. But my gear is not exactly in the best place that I would like it right now. Nope. I would probably... prefer... I mean, I have these iron swords, but... God forbid I use them with the enchants they have on them. Fire... Was it Fire Aspect and... Unbreaking or something like that? Those are good swords for combining. Once we get, some good enchanted books. By themselves, they're pretty bad. Okay, the chest plate. I wanted that. The chest plates I want to keep. Which it looks like they spawn from the fungal riders, so that spawner at the beginning of the area is going to be good. Okay, we're going to have to get up to that one. Oop. We'll get up through. Okay, let's get up through. Alright, spawner dealt with. Block that off and get back down here. Deal with those guys the best we can. Alright. Okay. Food. Wait, did we see this chest? Creeper! Creeper, this is not what I want. Iron sword. Well, not that we don't have it. Regen 30 for poison 2. That might be okay. It does seem that Crows is giving a lot of potions that have positives and negatives to them. So I do like that Crows is doing that. It's kind of like gear that does that, which I'm a really big fan of gear that has positives and negatives to it. So it gives you kind of a decision on whether you want to use it or not. Let's bring these as backup pants because ours... Oh, God, my helmet, my boots... I'm not in a happy place right now. Well, let's see how far we can press forward with the damage that we have. Let's swap out our pants while we're here as well. Those gilded pants, I definitely want to try to repair. It's probably going to be expensive as shit. But I would like to repair it if I can. Is there any more spawners around? Got these guys around still. Oh, shit, I looked at you, didn't I? Okay, hopefully... Piss off, Enderman! Maybe that will drive him away. Endermen don't like the fire. I'm not a big fan of it. I'm sure he'll be back with a vengeance. Okay, let's try to dispose of you. Get rid of you before you creeper bomb me. Is there anything over in this direction that might be appealing for us? Or should we head back to base? Where do we head from here? Okay, it doesn't look too threatening at the moment. I might have to head in that direction over there. Let's go this way. We'll peek around the edge over... Wait. There's torches here. I've been over here. Am I going backwards? Or did I loop around? Well, I found my chest. Let's deposit a little bit more. See if we can find... Oh, boots. I want boots. Is there helmets? There is a helmet. Okay, we're back in the game. Let's deposit this stuff. Specifically, those gilded pants. I don't want to lose those. If at all possible. Let's bring some extra food with us. Oh, that's raw salmon. Raw fish. Bugger all. Golden apple. Some carrots, maybe. Try to eat the poorer food first. Let's try going... I think we just looped all the way. Did we loop all the way around, or did I just turn around? I think I might have turned around. Let's go back this way. Alright. Ow! Did I just go in a circle? Is this a dead end? It looks like it might be a dead end. Okay, dead end. Yes, dead end. That's why I got turned around. And the loop-a-loop. Alright, perfect. So I think we had to go in that direction now? Golden pick. It's always a good pick. Well, quote-unquote good. It's too bad gold items are traditionally garbage. Unless they have some good in breaking. Oh god, I'm breaking on them! Okay. Trying to deal with you guys. Where are you guys coming from? Alright. So it looks like we're going to be heading off in that direction. I wonder how big this area is. I know I think we were kind of close on the first episode on the White Wool. Actually, we were pretty close to the first episode of the... Goddamn. Oh, we got the head. We're pretty close to the first episode of the Orange Wool, too. It's just we stopped a tad bit shy. So maybe we're close in this area, too. Okay, we've got a spawner right there we're going to need to get up to as quickly as we can. Okay. What are you? Peace cloaked. Cloak's head. Maybe friends of crows? Or random players' heads that he found that he thought looked cool? No! I wanted to get up there! God. Let's get a blocker here so I can do that if necessary. Okay. Boots are dying. I am spawning more and more unhappily. Oh god, I'm spawning so many. So many! Actually, I think I'm spawning... let's get rid of you. I was going to say, I think I'm spawning quite a few inside the blocks, so they're not really becoming an issue. Okay. I think I've disabled the spawning of them. Now I'm just dealing with the residuals. Ooh. Oh, nope. Gear. It's there. Sort of. Whew. Quickly running out of food. Can I get up here and snipe some of these bad boys? God, there's so many of them actually left. Oh boy. I don't hear them spawning. Well, that I know of. Come on, climb back up, buddy. Ow! You guys don't hurt as much as your brethren in the last area. Well, actually, the bowmen never really hurt in either of the previous two areas. But you're still not... Oh my god, that's the spawner right there. I am spawning like a madman. I need to back up. Oh. Back up and snipe these bad boys off. I've got plenty of arrows, so I should be fine in that respect. I just need to clear them out and then get in there and quickly destroy the spawner. If I could hit them. Yeah, they have a little bit of thorns. Oh, there's a chest right there, too. Yeah, the position I was in was not exactly the best. I was kind of sitting there as mobs were continuously spawning. Not exactly the best idea, really. But sometimes you don't have a choice. Okay. We got one more guy here that I know of, and I missed. I think we're safe to get into there. Okay. Alright. We have a pathway here. Interesting. Oh, no, another spawner. Okay. And another spider. Sword's not in the best shape right now. I want to repair that. Luckily, the sword repair is actually not that expensive, so I'm happy about that overall. But not happy about my pick repair cost. Okay. Let's deal with this last guy. And I think we're okay to find out what we gotta deal with here. Oh boy. There's a pathway down there. Where you lead? Oh, that's a lot of water. A lot of water I don't want to get near. Oh boy. Okay, I think this is a good time to get back to base. At least bring our stuff back. Resupply, re-equip, and go from there. So let me grab my stuff, get back to base, and we'll see what time it is as well. So I'll be right back. Alright. So I think this is a good time to end off the episode over at the Chrysalis with our Stonebreak entitlement. Because I want to see how much building blocks it actually gives. Probably a couple stacks, 4 stacks? 1 stack. Alright, so 4 realm coins for that is definitely not a good trade at the moment. Maybe once we get a more suitable supply of the cookies and... or even better trading for the cookies and the spider cookies and the apples, we might go with that. Oh, I also set up a little armor stand with the mob that we fought in that area. I might have to try doing a little bit of grinding on the mob in that first area to see if we can get a hold of its head, the player head for that. And maybe we'll have a little collection of all the various mobs we fight. I think that would be cool. But I've got one armor stand set up with the armor we found on that mob in that area. And then we have the armor stand with the armor we got on the mob on the previous area. So I think that might be a little additional thing we might do. And maybe we'll move him over to the monument once we get a safe way over to it. But we're still a little short on building blocks, so I'm not too concerned with setting that up just yet. But I think that's going to do it for today. We'll have to finish up that area next time, which, as pattern has dictated, will probably be the case, and then we'll move into a new area as well. But that's going to do it for today, guys. Thanks for joining. If you have any comments, questions, suggestions, or feedback, feel free to leave a comment in the comment section down below. As always, this is Rock, and I'll catch you guys next time.